The bear has woken from his hibernation, as you may see. It is day one, early spring, 9:30 in the morning. We kind of slept in. It's a rainy, early spring morning. Just here in my little cave. Let's go have a look. Yeah, it's raining. Kind of. Oh, I don't know. It's supposed to stop at some point. Actually, for early spring, the ground is, well, warm enough to cultivate and so forth and so on. We did have, well, a little bit busy during winter. We purchased this little plot of land. There's no fertilizer, but apparently there's millet growing in it already. I don't know how they did manage that, because it's growing already. We might as well go and throw some fertilizer on there, since basically we bought another free crop, right? So let's go hook up our fertilizer little buddy there. And it's not the biggest shed, but it's got room to maneuver around, as you can see, without all those bales in here. Yes, as you can see, our bunnies went down, but still over a mill. So we is this fertilizer? I can never remember if I drop. Yeah, okay. We'll get this. Hopefully, hopefully we have enough. We should. It's not a ginormous field or anything like that. And we'll get on cultivating our other fields to get ready for seeding. As mentioned, we are going to put rice in. Rice is nice. So gonna see how that goes. We did have a what I would consider a bumper crop of mustard. And the millet actually was good too, which I do believe, if I recall correctly. I'm just gonna. Oh no, the worker's not gonna work out on this. He's gonna go off on his own little angle there. Yeah, I believe we have millet in our rotation, but just not the next one. So, but that's fine. We will gladly remove this millet off of here once it's ready to harvest. I'm expecting it to be about the same kind of scenario as last year when we bought the other field with millet in it, and of which we are going to plant rice, of course. And we're just going to look after this a little bit here. And we did. I did get another one of those magical, mysterious cultivators. And we're going to run to. We're going to set. Going to hire. We have funds to hire local workers again. I'm sure the local government will be happy about that. Now, yes, we are fertilizing nicely. Yes, so should go grab that. Cultivator. We can cultivate in the rain, that's no problem. Although we're almost done here. I'll probably just finish up here, and then we'll use this to go grab the spare cultivator, and we can get to it, as it were. We should be done. There you go. Okay, way you go, little fellow. We'll take over from here. It's always a little tricky to know where. There, you can just barely see where it is not fertilized. Now, we will see if we get lucky, we might be able to get a second round of fertilizer on here. If we can sneak one in on the second, I think this is second stage of growth. So I know the other field that was too far along, we weren't able to get two coats two coats of paint on there, 2 coats of fertilizer. We'll have enough fertilizer here, so I'm going to try something a little different with our planting. Yeah, that's got her. So if you remember last year, I fertilized in fall actually, and then in spring I cultivated with the magical Mystery Cultivator, and then we seeded. So this year I am not going to fertilize first. I am going to cultivate first, and then this seeder here over here fertilizes and seeds and fertilizes. It has tanks for both. The other seeder we have does not have a fertilization option, so we're going to see if when we cultivate it and we get those magical 2 states of fertilization, and I still don't know how that works, and I'm still somehow actually we can try a bit right now because we're here. Let us go and grab it and see, because it's still kind of baffling to me. I don't know what's going on. I'm not really I'm not complaining. Far from it for me to complain, to get to do 2 things at once. That's kind of what I'm all about, is multi processes all in one fell swoop. So I mean, I am as ecstatic about this as anyone may be. Okay, what okay, okay, I didn't drop it down. There we go. Because it was weird. It was taken. Okay, what do we got? And look at that. Yep, that's the dark blue there, for sure. Yeah. You know what, Mr. Worker? I'll let you get on with that. We can grab our pickup. It'll be faster. Do you want to go faster? Sorry. So again, the carnival the carnival that usually comes to town every year. There's a ride. I mean, and this ride has been at that carnival since I remember. This carnival's been coming to town since I've been child, since the first time I could remember ever going to the exhibition grounds, and there's this one ride called the Polar Express, and it's not. I mean, it's basically a bunch of seats on a. It's a backwards merry-go-round that goes really fast, except there's no horses or anything. It's just kind of benches bolted to a track that kind of. It's got a bit of a. It doesn't. It's just not flat. I mean, it kind of goes up and down, but basically, it just goes around in a circle really fast, and and it plays like music, really loud music, kind of fun, rockish music, not too heavy, but I don't know how to describe the kind of music it plays. Carnival music, but not carnival. Anyways, and then of course, there's all these rides. I always have, the guy on the microphone saying stuff, right? I mean, rides about, that's that kind of, and then the one thing with this ride, he's always like, do you want to go faster? I don't even think it does. It does. I think it just has one speed. But when he says that, and everyone's like, yeah, it just, just feels like it goes faster. I don't even think it. I think it just has one speed. You turn it on, and it goes around and around. It's like, do you want to go faster? Yeah. Anyways. Oh boy. What else did I? Oh yes, I bought extra seed capacity containment units. So we wouldn't, because that little John Deere seeder we have is actually it's a great little seeder, but the capacities are a little bit light, and actually I should have got the dual tank one in retrospect, but well, we will see what we will see. Oh, caught a little bit of air there. This old guy's. The local truck shop said they got a bunch of accessories in for this that I didn't have when I brought it over here. I don't know if I kind of like the classic look. They say they got some. We can fit some neon lights and colored lights, and I mean they do have. There's an option for some roof marker lights on the roof. That's kind of neat. I mean, that was a thing when I was young. All the pickups they had those kind of little. I don't know even what they called them. I mean, they're marker lights. They kind of look like little teardrop lights on the roof. Probably about half a dozen or so. Yeah, so there's that. Might do it. Might do it if I get my bonus. I'm sure I'll get my bonus this year for sure. So we'll have some extra cash. Might spend it on the truck. We'll see. How's our little buddy making out there? And you know what? We'll drop that here. We'll park this girl back up. We'll just tuck her up under over here, and we'll go grab the other. We'll go grab Liz, and get her going on that too. Oh, come on, open up. All right. A little bit overkill for this cultivator, but we're a little low on fuel. I should go. Thought I fueled up these things before fall there. or winter. I guess not. We'll throw some fuel in there. Good thing we got a fuel pump on site. It's a nice handy dandy little thing to have. Most farms will have a fuel tank of some kind. I know my uncle had a couple. And it's another little story. Of course, diesel. But there was also white gas and purple gas. Now, the only difference between what they call white gas and purple gas is they added a dye to the purple gas, thus make it purple. And the reason for that is it was farm gas. I guess maybe some places call it farm gas. And it was specifically for farmers because there was less tax on that fuel because it was meant for farming. So it was in a way somewhat subsidized. But if you were caught using it on your personal vehicle and not on a farm implement, or either a tractor that ran gasoline for fuel, or maybe a farm truck that was exclusively used just for farming, weren't supposed to use it for your personal vehicle. You would get a hefty fine for using purple gas in a personal vehicle. So anyways, that's a little farm story for you. I don't even know if they have that anymore, but anyways, we'll let these guys go about their business. We're just gonna 63%. Yeah, that's 53, 40. Well, kind of bouncing around, but ain't yet 30. 90. Now it says 100%. What's going on here? Really? I'm getting a so it's given me 3. What is going on here? Well, the magical mystery. The magical, is it because there's 0%? 100%. Well, there you go. That's your magical tip of the week there. That if you want this, if you don't have one of these, get one. The KZK 604. Yeah, just I mean, the thing only cost it's under disc harrows. There it is. It's under disc harrows. You can change some colors on it. I mean, it's kind of all kind of old colors, and the design. That's the design. It's just the type of rollers. Go get it. Go get it. You'll never spend another dime on fertilizer. Anyways, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about something else probably. Okay, we'll be back in a little bit. And we're back. So we've finished cultivating these two. Old Liz here, the worker didn't much like driving her. She was turning around like she had some kind of 40-foot cedar on the back of her, taking huge wide turns, missing a bunch of stuff. So I let her kind of do her thing there. And then And we got this this little baby deer here. The John Deere 6300. Got 100 horsepower, which is plenty enough to pull this our little magic cultivator here. Scoots along at about 19 miles per hour, which is just fine for a little guy. So yeah, and it was only like $13,000. Picked it up off of a neighbor there. He was selling her, and as the wheel weights and the single tire, she scoots along pretty good. And we still have our original little deer here. So we do have one more field to look after. And and I bought another cultivator to go along with her. So I mean, altogether $20,000 for a tractor cultivator combination. I think so. We have plenty of funds too, so it's not like it's. I mean, and just the fact that we're saving oodles on fertilizer is just ridiculous. So I'll do a little. We'll do a little bit of cultivating here with actually. It's a bit of straight, I guess. I'm gonna go. Go grab the other one, get it started on the other side, and we can tag team it. And then I don't want to plant too early. There is always a risk. If we look at our, it's a bit cold. Let's go into rice here. Yeah, we need to be 6. Well, it is 6 degrees. No, we need the ground to be at least 6 degrees. So it's a bit cool. We're 5. Yeah, so that's fine. We'll wait till tomorrow plant. That's fine. I don't want to take a chance it's going to not germinate because of the ground's too cold. We got plenty of time. We got the second and third of spring to go, so we don't have that many fields or that large a field that we got to get on it like super immediately. We just have a few fields. Is he gonna go? No, what's he doing? Come on. Oh my. Workers can be a bit, do I turn it? Does he want me to turn it on? I didn't know the... Didn't think it really made a difference whether you turn it on or not. Okay, I think he's gonna be okay now. There you go, there you go. So if you remember, this is the one we had millet in. We will be planting rice. We have millet in the other one. Actually, we could just go take a little scoot over there. I think it's still on the way we left it. Do 33%. I think yeah. Okay. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe we'll try getting some fertilizer on there tomorrow. these are kind of nice. I mean, the fields are not all super square, but they're square enough. So they're not too square that they're all boring and square, but they're not super roundy and curvy and stuff where a worker just have a conniption and just like kind of end up in a lake somewhere upside down playing on his phone. Yeah, that and the fields, I mean, there's nothing that really preventing me from joining fields together and making, making some adjustments as needed. So I'm really liking this this area for sure. Now I hear there's some possible changes coming for this area. What those may be, I don't know. The local government is there's election coming up, so the local government might change, and then when that happens, things may change. You never know what may happen. We will see. I don't know if it's going to affect us or not. We will just have to wait and see. But for now, we will carry on as men, not men who stare at goats. We don't have any goats. We're just staring at our tractor. So rice. I know it's a bit odd. It's a special, let's call it special rice that we'll be planting. That kind of grows without flooding the fields. There's many varieties of rice. This will be field rice, shall we call it. And I'm sure it will be just as wonderful and nutritious as, white rice really isn't nutritious in this sense. Wild rice, I think, is much more so. Excuse me. And I don't know if you've ever had wild rice. It's a variety of rice which grows wild, as the name would suggest. So, and it has you cook it. It's basically still in its shell. The best way I could, or husk, I guess. The best way I could describe it. So sorry. And it has much more of a, I'm gonna call it a nutty flavor to it. It has a distinct flavor, shall we say, and it's slightly crunchy, but not unpleasantly so. A frog in my throat. Need to go fishing. So we're going to continue just plugging away at this, and I think we're just going to call it a day, as this has went quite nicely, and we will catch up with you tomorrow. We'll do a little touch up after this. We're going to see if we can hit up that other field with some extra fertilizer, and then we'll save another episode for the seeding, because I got a little something different planned for seeding, since we've since we've done a few things where, yeah. Anyways, so we will. I'll be back. We'll be back shortly to wrap things up, and we'll be all ready and raring to go for spring planting or seeding, whatever. Okay. Be back later. We're back, and as you can see, we had a little bit more growth. I thought I'd jump in the old baby deer here, and a little bit more fertilizer on here, as just let my little helper take over for a second. And as you can see, it is taking the second round of fertilizer here just nicely. Actually, I think I'm going to let him go ahead and do his thing, because we have a little bit of weedage popping up, and I had a little bit of I take the gator out and do some spot weeding, and then once we do that, we'll end our little session here. But I thought I'd just do a little bit of this here at the end. Oh, fertilizer's empty. Of course it is. But so yeah, I'll just do a little bit of this here. Some more will probably pop up later. That's okay. I'm really not gonna. I really don't want to spray the whole field. I don't think it's really hurt my yield that much. I have the opportunity to do a little bit here. It's not costing me a whole lot. I think about $50 for a tank of herbicide. But if I was to spray the whole field, it's probably going to run me several $1,000s in the end. And then, of course, I have to have the equipment to do it, right? So, and time. So I think we're good with it. I'm good with this. Whoa! Don't jump out while I'm. Jump out of the car while it's running. While we're driving. This is the most I've used this gator ever, by the way. I'm just not a gator guy, really, but what the heck, it works well, so yeah, why not? Is that horses? Do you hear horses? I thought I heard horses. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to do this, and then I'll have to go back and put some more fertilizer in the fertilizer spreader for the little helper over there, and we will catch you next time, and we will get the seeder set up and seed some rice. Wouldn't that be nice? Rice is nice. Anyways, until then, I'm Looney Farm Guy. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, throw a like up, punch that like button, and I mean, if there is some random viewer that hasn't subscribed, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. So, and you might just like something I make. Who knows? Anywho. Yeah. And of course, remember, it's just a game, so have some fun with it. Till next time, bye for now.